Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. Again, in my case, good morning. Right, so the dish that we're about to make today is a really easy and simple pasta dish, and it's great for people who are A, on a tight budget, or B, probably just really tired and want to make something quick and easy. And I get it, trust me. I mean, I love to cook, but I also have days where I'm really tired and just want to make things really quick and easy. So yeah, so today's dish is going to be aglio e olio. Fair warning to those traditional Italians out there, please don't murder me, because this is basically going to be my own take on aglio olio. This is going to be a mix of aglio olio and cacio e pepe. So I hope you guys don't murder me. Anywho, cooking is all about creativity. Cooking is all about making something delicious, having fun, going out on that food adventure, and discovering that world of flavor that you so justly deserve. Discover your world of flavor. You deserve it. So anyway, I'm just babbling on. Let's go and have fun, yeah? Let's get cooking.
Alright, so this is great for people on a budget because you only need 5 ingredients, which are dried pasta, some cloves of garlic. I really love garlic, so I'm going to use around 5 or 6, adjust it to how much you want. Some salt, some pepper, and finally, some of that good old olive oil. Now, if you don't have olive oil because it is a tad too expensive, you can actually use other kinds of oil. Italians, please don't kill me. You can use coconut oil or sunflower oil, depending on what's more available to you. It's your food adventure. You go out there and you have fun. So the first thing we want to do is fill up a medium to large pot 2/3 of the way up with water, and then we're going to fill that up with salt. Now this looks like a lot of salt, but trust me, you're going to want that water to taste like the ocean, because pasta in itself doesn't really have that much flavor, so you're going to need that to up the flavor game. Put it on high heat and wait for it to boil. While waiting for the water to boil, we're going to be prepping our garlic. So what you want to do is cut off the top part and the bottom part of the garlic clove so that you can easily peel off that skin. Now the reason why I'm doing this instead of the crushing method is because we're going to be making 2 different cuts of garlic. For this half of the garlic cloves, we're going to be making those delicious, crunchy, and savory garlic chips that are going to add that nice crunch to our pasta dish. To properly and safely cut those garlic cloves up into nice little garlic chips, you're going to want to curl your fingertips in and let the blade rest on the first knuckle of your curled fingertips. Now make sure you curl those fingertips in, because if you don't, you might lose a fingertip, and I don't know about you, but you might want to keep those for future use. Please stay safe out there. So you're going to use those knuckles as a guide to adjust the thickness of the cut. Now you're gonna slice it up nice and thin so that when you put it in the oil later, it's gonna get a really good crisp when you bite into it. After chopping all of those garlic cloves into chips, you're gonna have to take half of those chips to set aside, while the other half will be chopped up into these tiny little pieces. Now the reason why we're doing this is because personally, I think that this makes the dish a tad more delicious when we have both a delightful crunchy texture from the chips and as well as these tiny little pieces of garlic that's going to be spread around into the nooks and crannies of the pasta. This is all in the name of upping that flavor game, because you deserve it. But if you don't want little pieces of garlic but just want that garlic taste, you can take this half and turn it into a paste. Hey, that rhymed again. So to make a garlic paste, all you need to do is sprinkle some salt on top of your chopped garlic and mash it with the side of the knife. The salt is there to help you mash the garlic up, Plus, it gives some nice seasoning. So, win-win. The next thing we're gonna do is get a nice cold pan and fill it with our oil. Just make sure you put in enough oil that you think will cover up the pasta later, because that's going to serve as our pasta sauce. Once that's done, we're going to sprinkle in our garlic chips, then set the fire on a low to medium heat. Now we want the oil to heat up slowly because the goal here is to transfer the garlic flavor into our oil, with the added bonus of making some delicious and crunchy garlic chips. Once our garlic chips have become GBD, or golden brown and delicious, we're going to get these chips out of the oil and set them aside in order to 1. Cool down, and 2. Most importantly, crisp up. And now that our salted water has finally come to a boil, we're going to be putting in our dried pasta. A great and fun way to put your pasta into the pot so that it drops down evenly is by slightly twisting the bundle up before you drop it into the water. Once it's in the water, all you have to do is stir the pasta in. And that's right, we don't need to put in any oil. All you need to do so that the pasta strands don't stick is to stir it every once in a while. And while that pasta is cooking, we're going to be cooking our garlic paste in the oil that we used to cook our garlic chips in. Again, we're going to be cooking it at a gentle and low heat in order to transfer the flavor into the oil and not to immediately burn our garlic. And to our garlic, we're going to add a bit of pepper into the oil so that the flavor and aroma of the pepper would heighten even more and add a nice kick to the overall flavor. Once the pasta is cooked at around 90% through to al dente and the garlic with the peppers are nice and toasted, we're going to add a bit of the pasta water into the oil in order for it to emulsify and to turn into this thicker sauce that would attach itself to the pasta even better than just plain old oil. Once that's mixed through, we're going to transfer the pasta from the pot straight into the pan to finish cooking and to marry the sauce and the pasta into this beautiful and harmonious relationship of simply mouth-watering delight. Now you can either just mix the pasta in using tongs, or if you're brave enough and confident enough, or nobody's watching and you just want to try, you can toss the pasta to mix the sauce into it, like so. I might put in a quick tutorial on how to toss food in a pan if ever you guys want one in the future, but for now, go crazy and have fun. Once that's all done, all you have to do now is plate it. Make it pretty. Season it with salt and pepper to taste, and top it with those scrumptiously crunchy garlic chips. And, well, enjoy! Buon appetito!
And that's basically it. That's my own take on aglio olio. I hope you guys enjoy that recipe, and for you pasta lovers out there, enjoy it even more. Well, yeah, again, never forget, cooking sometimes not always about the food, but most of the time, it's all about the person that you're making it for. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the food. Bye.